Brainy presents 12 annoying things we can all relate to. Everything is supposed to be smart and convenient nowadays, but somehow life has never felt more unnecessarily exhausting. It's no longer just the big things that drain you. There's also a slew of constant, ridiculous little frictions that pile up until your brain feels like an overworked customer service rep, one more issue away from quitting on the spot. These micro annoyances sneak in and quietly wear down your patience, focus, and frankly, your sanity. You'll be surprised by how many of these you're dealing with on a day-to-day basis. Self-checkouts that scold you. Self-checkouts have mastered a very specific type of digital attitude. They talk to you in that clipped, passive-aggressive tone that makes you feel guilty for simply buying groceries. The moment you scan something slightly too quickly or too slowly, the machine goes into full panic mode and refuses to continue. Or worse, it keeps telling you to place the item in the bagging area, even though you've already done so. The light above you starts flashing like you triggered a crime alert, and you feel the silent judgment of everyone behind you. And of course, the human cashier, whose job this thing was supposed to replace, now has to come to your rescue. Endless notifications that mean nothing. We've reached a point where our phones notify us about virtually everything. It's super annoying. You grab your phone thinking someone messaged you. Nope, just your weather app informing you that clouds may appear later. Or that app you haven't opened in years proudly announces that your weekly insights are ready. The problem is not any single notification. It's the cumulative effect. The constant drip of interruptions that train your brain to stay half alert, half distracted, and never fully present. Every one of those pings costs you far more than a quick glance. Even when you ignore them, they take mental space. Online reviews that tell you nothing. Trying to buy anything online feels like crowdsourcing advice from people living in alternate realities. One person claims the product is the best thing ever invented. Another says it broke in 5 minutes. Someone leaves a glowing review before even opening the box. Another writes a 3-paragraph rant about shipping delays that have nothing to do with the product. Reviews rarely help you understand the item. More often than not, they leave you more confused than when you started. You end up scrolling up and down, trying to decode contradictions until you finally give up and hope for the best. Ads that follow you everywhere. The moment you even think about needing something, the internet decides you must want to see it on every website for the next month. Look at a blender? Enjoy 200 blender ads. Buy the blender? Now you get ads for 5 more blenders because the algorithm thinks your new hobby is collecting blenders. There's no escape. Your digital footprint follows you like a shadow with a marketing degree. Autocorrect turning normal words into chaos. Autocorrect doesn't really correct. It guesses, wildly, and with confidence. You type a perfectly normal sentence, and magically, it transforms into something confusing or deeply unhinged. It will ignore the actual typos and instead rewrite the words you spelled correctly. And if you're typing a name, forget it. Autocorrect has never met a name it respects. The worst part is the awkward moment when you have to clarify your own message. Devices connecting to the wrong Bluetooth every time. You can stand there with your headphones on your head, and your phone will still decide its true soulmate is the living room TV, or the car parked outside, or the speaker you haven't used in ages. There is zero logic to it. It plays your private audio to the one device you absolutely did not want to connect to, while the device you do want is sitting there blinking helplessly, like, I'm right here. There's a moment of panic every time you hit connect, wondering where your audio is about to appear. Gas pumps that interrogate you. Pumping gas should take seconds, but now every pump wants to start a conversation. Before you can even touch the nozzle, the machine wants your zip code, rewards information, receipt preferences, and car wash decision. Then it asks the same questions again, just to make sure you didn't change your mind in the last 2 seconds. By the time the screen finally says begin fueling, you've answered so many prompts, it feels like the machine needed emotional reassurance before it would let you pump. Your call is very important to us, lies. Nothing captures the spirit of modern frustration quite like hearing an automated voice tell you how important you are as they leave you waiting for nearly an hour. The melody of the hold music slowly etches itself into your brain. You go through emotional cycles. You question your purpose. Every few minutes, the pre-recorded voice returns to deliver another lie about your importance. And by the time someone finally answers, you've gone through all 5 stages of grief and can barely remember why you called. Websites that make you create an account for everything. Pretty much everything requires an account now. Want to buy something? Make an account. Want to read an article? It's asking you to log in, so you create an account. Want to leave a quick comment or ask a question? Yep, you probably need an account. And somewhere in the middle of all those logins and verification codes, a simple task turns into an exhausting loop of creating, confirming, and managing accounts you had no interest in making in the first place. Endless, we updated our privacy policy emails. No one has ever felt reassured by a privacy policy update. Yet, companies love acting like these emails are gifts. They always start with the same overly cheerful tone, explaining that they've made changes to serve you better, which usually means they found a new legal way to track something you didn't realize could be tracked. The funniest part is when these emails show up from websites you don't use anymore. You don't even remember having an account. Yet here they are, updating their policies to protect your experience. Free trials that require your credit card up front. Companies love to scream, "Trust us," while demanding your entire financial identity just to see what they're about. Try free. Just hand over your credit card, billing address, phone number, and your sense of hope. And canceling can be a nightmare. You sign up in one click, but in order to cancel, you have to go through a maze of menus, emotional manipulation, and hidden buttons designed to trap you. In reality, they're actually hoping you forget to cancel so they can quietly charge you forever. Apps forcing updates when you need them most. There is no force on earth more confident than an app announcing an update at the exact moment you need to use it. You open your banking app only to be told it needs just a moment to prepare a new and improved experience. You're trying to scan a parking meter, check into a flight, or send a time-sensitive message, and your phone acts like you requested a full software overhaul. It freezes, spins, downloads, restarts, and basically goes into a deep technological coma, dragging out a moment that should have taken seconds into something painfully slow and unnecessary. Most people don't even realize just how much these little frictions affect their mood, patience, and overall energy. But they do. They build up. They create a low-level fatigue that makes everything feel a bit heavier than it should. So if you've been feeling drained lately and can't pinpoint why, this is part of it. You're constantly being interrupted, redirected, and overstimulated by systems designed for efficiency, but built without considering the human on the other side. If you found this painfully relatable, don't forget to like and share this video with your friends and family. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next one. Thanks for watching.